I've been surprised recently by how clear it is when people are communicating from a material mind space, which is from comparison and lack, or from a spirit mind space, which is from love and fullness. Especially in my business, I've been noticing this lately because we're getting ready to bring in some new ideas and people to help with spreading our spirit mind message out into the world. And as we do so, there's a really interesting delineation that I've noticed between these two kinds of communication. On one side, we have a group that's coming in and telling us that, oh, we love your work, we love what you're doing, here's all the things that are really shining, and we've got some great opportunities to expand that and clarify and align and really, ascend into a new level of impact and business and so on. And this type of messaging that's really authentically coming from love feels so good. It makes me want to jump right in and do more and kind of opens up all the possibilities into the future. It feels really great. And by contrast, and actually the more common case, probably 95 or maybe even 99% of the people that approach me with some ideas for business are coming from a material mind space. So their message is basically, hey, I love what you're doing, but I can see that you're doing it wrong in many different ways. I can see a lot of mistakes that you're making, and I have some information to help you correct all those mistakes. And when you do that, you'll be fantastic and everything will be better. And even though it sounds loving, because it always starts with, I really love you, I'm motivated, your work has really helped me. And so I want to help you because I can see all the mistakes that you're making and how you're doing it wrong. And and would you like me to make a long report about all the things that you're doing wrong and how I can help you fix them? This is actually a very common message that we get in the email queue. And what I noticed was I met with somebody recently that had some great ideas and was very enthusiastic and probably very skilled at this area. And even though the content was good, my takeaway was that I felt bad. So I just noticed after we spoke, within a few hours, I noticed myself feeling a little bit grumpy, feeling a little like I wanted to kind of just check out a little bit. I didn't really want to communicate much with Usami because I felt myself in this space of a little bit of tension or anxiety. So I was just kind of protecting our relationship by just going within, or really just kind of distracting myself, to be honest, watching a movie on my iPad and things like this. And that it wasn't until the next morning when I woke up that I realized, oh, here's what's happening. Because I was communicating with somebody who's fundamentally coming from material mind, which is a place of comparison, a place of coming from lack, and most manifesting comes from this space of lack, even though it's teaching abundance. Kind of fascinating. That's why people go through manifesting courses, create a lot of stuff, and don't really feel any different afterwards. They still feel that they're lacking in some way and kind of boost up and try to, I guess I need to manifest more things to feel different. And it never really works because the problem is the mind that you're rooted in, right? And so I realized that the next morning, oh, because I was communicating in that space with this person, that stirred up all my thoughts. Because of course I too can look back and see things I could have done differently that may have resulted in different results. I can see all the things that I wish I had done that I haven't done yet. It's anybody can analyze and look for mistakes or missed opportunities. This is not a difficult task, right? Everybody can do this. Everybody can self-criticize, and certainly coming up with new solutions is always helpful from other people. But this task of self-criticism is kind of built into our material minds. We don't need help with that. So even though this person was speaking from love, also that's the main message I picked up. And that didn't feel good to me. And even the next morning, I realized, oh, that's what's been going on. That was the spirit mind insight in the morning. I see what's been happening. This is why it's so important for me at this stage to really limit my communication time that I spend with people that are coming from a material mind, grounding, a material mind space. Because it brings me into that space. I match it very easily. I'm not so strong in my spirit mind space that I'm, don't respond to people around me. And of course, by contrast, when I'm spending time with people that are rooted in spirit mind, I naturally circulate that energy more within as well. So I respond to this loving space, this heart centered, expanded perspective, unconditional love that comes from spirit mind. And when I feel that, I'm in that space, everything feels possible, everything feels abundant. I don't feel like I've made mistakes that I need to correct. I just feel love for where I'm at today, appreciation for everything that I'm learning, and enthusiasm for the future. And that's the space that I love to be in and that I think is most productive for business.